much throws open the gates of his upmarket West Sussex estate each year, ordinary townsfolk can rub shoulders with the world's greatest drivers and cars. You don't need to be royalty or a chum of Bernie Ecclestone to get close to your heroes. For 3 days every July, the world of motoring and motorsport is accessible to all.
The focus of this long weekend is the hill climb, where some of the world's most exotic, rare and noisy motor vehicles blast up Lord March's 1.16-mile tarmac drive against the clock. And I've got the keys to not one, but two brand new supercars that need to stretch their legs.
Starting with this, the Tesla Roadster. 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds speaks for itself. But that's not the really impressive fact.
Peak torque is available from 0 revs and is maintained virtually all the way through to its 13,000 RPM red line. There is only one moving part, the brushless motor, and there is no engine oil or spark plugs to change.
That's right, the American Tesla is electric. But as I got strapped in, I didn't really dwell on the fact that it does the equivalent of 135 miles to the gallon, manages 220 miles between recharges, and will eventually be on sale in the UK for around 70 grand. As the other cars thundered off ahead of me, I noticed how my car was silent.
I'm really excited. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Go. Off we go. So, foot flat down. Absolute and utter silence. I'm going past the clouds. They must be thinking, what on earth is this? Whoa, mid-range torque is really quick. Up to about 6,000 RPM. Oh, bit of oversteer there. Oh, fantastic. 70 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour. Going past Goodwood House. Oh, my word. I can't even change down. I'm in drive. That's it. 90 left. It feels fast, it just doesn't sound fast. There goes the flip wall, I've gone through it. Oh my word. I'm either on the gas or on the brakes. I'm not really sure where this course is going, but it is fantastic. The best thing about this car though is its mid-range torque, and I want to be in it all the time because that's when it just goes, whoa, have some of that. It might not be noisy, but it is quick. Here comes the finish line.
Before my run-in supercar number 2, I had time for a mooch with all the other petrol heads. The theme of this year's event was Hawthorne to Hamilton, celebrating 50 years since Mike Hawthorne became the first British Formula One champion. Riders and fans of the British Superbike Championship were marking its 20th anniversary, while the likes of Petter Solberg were ripping up the rally section. There was also a divine selection of chrome at the concourse competition, while 6-time world champion trials rider Dougie Lampkin rode like a magician to appear on the roof of Goodwood House. I could have looked around all day, but I had to get back to work.
Driving this, the Breckland Biera.
The £58,000 Biera is fresh British beef made in Norfolk and aimed deliberately at former TVR and Marcos buyers. It's powered by a 6-litre V8 with a whisker under 400 bhp and is capable of hitting 60 in under 5 seconds. All very impressive, but like the Tesla, the Biera also has a twist when it comes to fuel, because this car can run on LPG, giving it a potential range of 700 miles. But not if I'm driving it, and not today. Unleaded only for me. See you next week.
Yeah! So, start line in a car with an engine and some noise. Flat out in first, up to 7,000 RPM, up to second, a ferocious roar. I'm going to lift a bit, leave it in second gear for the first corner. So, still in second, up to third. The noise is unbelievable. It's like it's coming from right underneath me, powering all the way up through my chest. Now, this is much better because I can actually hear what speed I'm doing now. Whereas in the Tesla, I couldn't really hear what speed I was doing, so when it came to braking for the corners, I couldn't really judge it. Here we go, the unforgiving flint wall. I don't want to get too muscle car. It's wonderful, and I know that I'm leaving so much noise behind me. It's fantastic. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Oh, I can't believe I even managed to talk. That was awesome.
Do you know what? I think the Tesla Roadster is the future of going fast. It looks fantastic. George Clooney's just ordered one. But the thing that really excites me about this car is it's not just a glorified electric milk float. This is a car that I'm actually going to enjoy driving.
Shimmy over here and come and have a look at the Breckland. Two drunk blokes in an Italian bar just over a year ago came up with this idea. Here it is a year later, 58 grand. What do you reckon?
Well, I think it's got a really solid motor, the LS2.
Yep, the Corvette engine,
absolutely,
rapid.
And it can go to mega horsepower if they need it, if you want to do a really fast one. I think it looks fantastic. The proportions are great. It looks really bullish and square and wide. Between you and me, that interior, though, I think it needs a lot of tidying up and a lot of finishing off.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. This car, if you want to service, guess how much?
200 quid?
58 quid.
That's cheap.
Which is really cheap. The other thing as well is, in the absence of people like TVR, we need a British muscle car. This is that car. Yes, the inside is basic, but it works. From the outside, it looks the absolute nuts.
Oh, well, fingers crossed that they make it work then.
Right, that's it for part 3. Coming up after the break, we put Tiff behind this manic little number.